Hello everyone, you're welcome to this channel once again. Today we have another question from aerodynamics standpoint. Now let's read through the following question. A tennis ball with relative long ears on the surface has typically less drag than a worn smooth tennis ball. Explain this from aerodynamic standpoint. Once again, a tennis ball with relative long hair on the surface has typically less drag than a worn smooth tennis ball. Explain this from aerodynamic standpoint. Basically, from aerodynamics perspective, a new tennis ball with relative long hair on the surface does indeed experience less drag than a worn smooth tennis ball. This phenomenon is called or is due to the concept of boundary layer and the principle of trip or trip wires. When a tennis ball moves through the air, it creates a boundary layer, which is a thin layer of air adjacent to its surface. And in this boundary layer, the air velocity gradually changes from zero at the surface to the ball to the free stream velocity of the surrounding air. The relative long air on the surface of a new tennis ball acts as trip or trip wires, which disturbs the airflow over the ball surface. So, as the airflow over the air, it becomes turbulent earlier in the boundary layer than it would over a smooth surface. Turbulent flow in the boundary layer energizes the airflow, allowing it to remain attached to the surface for a more extended period before separation occurs. In contrast, a worn smooth tennis ball has a smoother surface with no disruptive element like long ears. The absence of tripwires allows the boundary layer to transition to turbulent flow over quick, and it's separated from the surface earlier. The main difference lies in the nature of the boundary layer. The new tennis ball with long hair has a turbulent boundary layer which is more resistant to separation and remain attached to the ball surface for a longer distance. This results in a smaller wake region, low pressure region behind the ball, leading to less drag due to the smaller wake region. Meanwhile, the worn smooth tennis ball exemplifies the turbulent boundary layer which separates earlier from the ball surface, creating a larger wake region. This larger wake region generates more drag as the ball moves through the air. Therefore, a new tennis ball with relative long hair on the surface has less drag compared to one smooth tennis ball due to tripping effect, which delay the boundary layer separation and reduces the size of the wake region. This reduced drag allows a new ball to travel faster and more efficiently through the air. So therefore, to explain the phenomenon of trip or tripwire of a tennis ball moving through the airflow can be explained from the aerodynamic point of view as a new tennis ball with relative long hairs on the surface as less drag compared to one smooth tennis ball, and this is due to the phenomenon called tripping, effect, which delay boundary layer separation and reduces the size of the wake region. And this eventually reduce drag allow the new airy ball travel faster and more efficiently through the air. So therefore, as a turbulent boundary layer is more resistant to separation and remain attached to ball surface. Thank you very much for staying tuned.